Alright, hello everyone and welcome to PataNoir. It's a pretty interesting puzzle game that I've been trying out for the last couple minutes, probably like 10 or so minutes. It's interesting. I've played a little bit of the tutorial and I'm pretty excited to play it. It's not the most action-packed thing and it's definitely not normally what I play, but it is still very interesting. It's a noir kind of detective puzzle game with the vague elements of like those of older games where you create your own adventures. So for instance, I will type in desk. This is just giving this is the tutorial kind of explaining how you go about, you know, solving cases and interacting with the world. It's pretty interesting. I thought it might make for a good video. So this is just describing our desk. It's got countless coffee stains mar what was once an impeccable wooden surface. It's not pretty, but it serves your purpose. Stacks of old case files cover most of the desk, leaving barely enough space for a lamp and an ashtray. The desk contains a single drawer. Okay, so I won't be reading everything because, well, I might. I don't know. I'll kind of go it by ear. So type drawer again. So basically this was saying it gives us a description of the drawer. Now we can type the drawer again and we can interact with the drawer. So we open it, revealing a revolver, right? So we will say revolver, description of the revolver. We type it again and we get to interact with the revolver. The default action for most objects is to pick them up. So we took the revolver. Now we can type drawer again. And basically, the next interaction once you type in drawer would be to interact with it again. Is that interaction would be to open and close it. So we just closed it. So take drawer. That's what the tutorial wants us to do. So that's what we're gonna do. So we essentially try to take the drawer out from its drawer slides and the desk, but obviously we cannot do that because that would be ridiculous. So we did not. So pretty much what this will entail is you know, within any context, you will have to kind of work around that and see what you can do to interact with the environment to solve a case. I presume I have not made it past the tutorial because of recording issues and whatnot. Anyway, let's move on. Alright, so we'll look around the room. We see our, you know, office. So we'll type in cigarette. And an old cigarette that you couldn't bother to finish, so let's interact with it again. You don't feel like smoking right now, so that's fine. But here's the interesting part. They want us to interact with the simile that it just explained, which is very common, you know, within noir. You got these similes, you know, the last embers from a dying campfire. So let's interact with the campfire. The fire is almost dead. Only a few smoldering embers show that someone was here not long ago. So embers. Alright, let's type in smoldering embers. Alright, a few glowing pieces of coal are left at the campsite. So let's type in take camp. Oh, take camp. That's hardly portable. Alright, well, fair enough. That's, yeah, take embers. You pick up one of the embers from the campfire. There was a knock at the door. What the hell just happened? Type look to inspect the room again. Alright, so we look around the room. Shows, you know, the office door. The cigarette is now just a cigarette. What happened to the simile? You can always inspect what you are carrying by typing inventory. So, or I for short, so we'll do that. So we get to see what we're carrying. It's a revolver, a figurative smoldering ember, providing light, and knocking on the door continues. You're now carrying the simile of the smoldering ember. You will soon learn how that can be useful. Alright, so let us open a door. Alright, it takes effort to push the chair away. The door opens, and a tall man in a tuxedo enters the room. He looks like a butler of some kind. Okay, so let's talk to butler. Alright, so we're talking to the butler. Now this is the part where I have to come up with a name, or not a name, but a voice for our noir detective. So, I don't really know what a noir detective kind of sounds like, but we'll just kind of go with, how may I help you? That's really bad. I don't know. I'll try to think up with something. For now, it'll just be, how may I help you, you ask. And this is a butler, so, we'll go with, my name is Al. No, that's bad. My name is Alan Jameson. His voice is as hard as his face. Okay, well, maybe that doesn't really work. I present the Baron Aaron von Bulow. You are Douglas Riley, the private investigator. That's pretty good. I think that'll fit. You lean back into your chair, hoping to look relaxed and self-assured. That's right. What does the Baron want with me? The Baron, for some reason, beyond my understanding, has decided that a private investigator is the most discreet way of dealing with a current problem. He has allowed me the courtesy of selecting one. And I take it that you have selected me? He raised an eyebrow. I haven't selected anyone, Mr. Riley. Perhaps you could tell me why you would be the right man for the job. I'm kind of like flowing into the voice a little bit. Probably won't be reading absolutely everything, but maybe I will. I don't know yet. Notice that interacting with a person causes you to initiate a conversation. As with other objects, you are free to try different actions if you feel that conversation isn't getting you anywhere. Try talking to Mr. Jameson again. Maybe convince him to hire you. Okay, well, talk. Jameson. Okay, we'll just do talk. Damn it. Alright. Mr. Jameson, I can assure you that I always handle everything with discretion. The only time I ever back out of a case is if the client turns out to be crooked. Even then, all I do is hand him his money back and get out. Under no circumstances will I reveal any information about the client to anyone. Alright? His demeanor is hard like marble. It shines in the light from the office lamp. Cold, dead, radiant. They all say that. Do private detectives have a book with lines to use on potential clients? Well, I mean, if we did, I wouldn't tell you. So, I mean, there's no point in really asking. Conversation doesn't seem to be working in this case anyway. You can try talking to him some more, but it probably won't help. Let's try something different. Remember that revolver you picked up earlier? Let's check it out again by type. Okay. Revolver. What the hell are we gonna do? Just like hire me at gunpoint? Apparently you think of your revolver as a trusty servant. Remember what happened with it? Okay, so servants. Mr. Smith Mr. Smith Wesson, your trusty servant, is at your side as always. He wears a gray suit and tie. That's pretty great. Okay. Let's talk. Wesson. Talk servants. Damn it. Okay, it's servant again. Alright. Good evening. Okay. Good evening, sir, says Mr. Wesson. If you need me to do anything, just say something like, Wesson, take the ball, or Wesson, attack the man. I will do my very best to fulfill your wishes. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you, Wesson. If you can't figure out what to do, you can always talk to me. It might be able to give you some hints. All right. Curiouser and curiouser, as Mr. Wesson just informed you. You can give him instructions by typing his name, followed by a comma, followed by the action you want him to perform. Note that when giving commands, you will always need to use a verb to specify the action. Mr. Wesson does not have any default actions. Okay. Mr. Wesson's primary purpose, however, is to give you hints when you are stuck, maybe some advice. Okay, so Mr. Wesson. Do I have to put the period? I guess not. He seems like a cold guy, sir. I bet the marble is to blame. Why not remove... Oh, shit! The marble! You're right. He has a face of marble. His face is hard. Okay. Of course, it seems that we can interact with figurative objects, so why not try the same with the marble that's making Mr. Jameson so hard? Okay, so for now, let's follow his current advice. Try interacting with the marble. Alright, marble. Damn you. Exquisite white Creole marble with black coloration. Its perfection is sublime. Alright, remove marble. Remove marble. First, taking the white marble. You're not wearing that. That seemed to do something, but it's hard to tell if anything changed. Perhaps we should take another look at Jameson. Alright, look. Mr. Jameson. You can examine him again by typing examine. Okay, examine Jameson. Okay. Tall, thin, and impeccably dressed in a tuxedo with a black bow tie. His face is ordinary. He seems like a kind, if somewhat reserved person. He no longer seems as cold. Try talking to us some more. Okay, so talk. Jameson. Alright, Jameson. I assure you that you will not regret hiring me. I will serve the interests of the Baron to the utmost of my abilities. A smile lights up his face. I am very glad. Well, he's not hard anymore, so, like, what kind of voice do I give him? Well, I don't know. I am very glad to hear that, Mr. Riley. You sound like just the person we need. Unfortunately, I can't just take your word for it, you understand. I just need some kind of assurance. Well, we took the marble from your face. You seem like a nice guy now. We have quite figuratively and literally made you softer, I guess. It's very interesting. He still seems a bit too reserved even without the marble. Maybe there's a way to make him warm up to you. Alright, well, we do have some embers. Can we light him a flame? No. Okay, so let's inventory. Some figurative white marble. If the marble made him cold, perhaps the ember can make him warm. Sorry, I had to yawn. Alright, let's give ember to Alan Jameson. His eyes light up with a friendly glow. Alright. Ember, Alan, okay, give ember. I'm glad that give ember worked. So let's see. Let's go to Jameson. Alright. Oh, shit. Okay. Mr. Jameson, I think this might be the beginning of a beautiful business relationship. He laughs heartily. Please call me Alan. It's really been a pleasure talking to you, Douglas. I am so glad that I decided to visit you instead of going with one of the other people. They were all so glum and cynical. Well, we are noir detectives. It is in our nature. The pleasure is entirely mine, you say with a smile. Now, shall we go see the Baron? Of course, follow me. Outside the mansion. Alright. So we got this mansion of this big old Baron von Bülow looms in front of you like a sleeping giant. Oh shit. There's a giant in the room now. Light seeps out from a single window on the second floor to the right. All the others are dark. 2 large mahogany doors guard the entrance to the north. The path to the south leads to the gate away from the mansion. The tutorial mode is now ended. Here we are, sir. If you just follow me. Well, let's wake up the giant. You poke the giant, but there is no reaction. Figures, your tiny fingers would hardly be noticeable on his massive hide. Very excellent. Alright, well, let's smack the giant. Okay, let's slap the giant. Slap giant. Damn you. I want to wake up the giant. He's sleeping and he needs... Okay. Shoot. Giant. Damn it. You don't like use... Well, then why the hell do we have it? Alright. Wesson. Slap the giant. Okay. That probably wasn't going to work anyway. I understand. Alright, let's see. What can we do to wake up the giant? Maybe we need something later. What if there's like a bell or something? We can ring it in front of him. Alright, so let's go to door. You closed them. I wanted to open them. You open them. Okay, walk. Door. Alright, the hall. So we walk through the door. It almost seems like a waste for such a massive entrance hall to be used to welcome a single person. The floor is a frozen lake of gray marble, cool beneath your feet. 2 seats of stairs lead to a balcony above you. Through the French doors in the northern wall, the back garden is visible in the moonlight. To the south of the dark mahogany doors. You see Alan Jameson here. Jameson ascends the stairs. So we're like buddy-buddy with Jameson here, right? Because we made him all, we took the marble away from him. We gave him the ember, so he's really friendly now. And he really likes us. It's kind of like we charmed him a bit, I would say. Just by merely talking to him, he seems more pleasant. So, maybe we can abuse that to an extent. Also, let's open up our inventory, see what we have. We have a revolver, and we are still carrying the marble. Excellent. Let's go up the stairs. So, walk. Stairs. That's not something you can enter. Alright, well, stairs. Look at the stairs. Stairs again, so we can interact with them. Excellent, okay. The balcony. From here, you can see the hall beneath you. An iron railing prevents you from falling to the floor far below. Massive oak wood doors, yes, block the paths to the east and the west. You see Alan Jameson here. Jameson opens the eastern door and enters. All right, eastern door. Eastern door. I close. No, I want an eastern door. Enter eastern door. Excellent. All right. Bookshelves line every wall, allowing only a small space for the door to the west and another for the small window in the north wall. A thick, luxurious red carpet covers the floor. The air smells of dust. All right. The Baron sits in a black leather easy chair on the east side of the room. He has been reading a book, but when you enter, he puts it away on a small table next to the chair. A hint of something that might one day grow into a smile is briefly visible on his face. Alright, I thought they were going to say grow into a simile. Alright, Baron. How do you do? Thin. As the oh wow. Well, I've never thought of a Baron as thin, unfortunately, but alright, so he's thin, as though his skin had been draped over his skeleton with nothing in between. Dark blue eyes like deep lakes carved into his face. So now we got deep lakes. What little is left of his hair is entirely gray, like strands of steel embedded into his scalp. So now we've got deep lakes as well as steel. Alright, alright. I like how we can just take stuff off of his, like, descriptors off of his person and add new ones. So I wonder if we could get, like, some, like, I don't know, look at like a ripe fruit and how it's youthful, and we can like just slap it onto like his nose or something, and all of a sudden he's like bright and perky, just like we did with Jameson or something. I doubt that, but it's interesting how the whole simile, the figurative literal simile thing works. It's very interesting. So let's deep lake. Let's look at the lake. The lakes are deep and dark. What secrets hide beneath the surface of the water, you wonder? Perhaps you should take a swim and find out. Well, that sounds like we're gonna wake up good old Cthulhu, but hey, let's do this. You dive. The surface of the lake approaches quickly until it fills your entire field of vision. The cool water surrounds you. It is dark under the water, and you can't see much more than a few yards in any direction. Above you, the sun shines through the surface. Below, the darkness thickens. Alright, so now we're at a lake. Now this is the crazy part of the game. We were just talking to a Baron, and now we're in a lake. A very deep, dark lake, to be exact. Very interesting. Okay, so, we've got the marble. Can't see much more than a few yards in any direction above you. The sun shines through the surface. Alright, so below the darkness thickets, can we, we're near the surface, can we, dive? What do you want to dive in? Dive lake. Oh, shit, sorry. I want to dive darkness. I'm going to examine surface. Maybe. No. Examine lake again, I guess. Water surrounds you on all sides. Alright, so. Okay, let's go back to the Baron. Crap. Okay, so. Obviously, the Baron is not near the surface. How do we get back? How do we get. Alright, so cool water. Crap, I don't I don't know how to get back at all. Alright, so let's interact with near the surface. It is dark under the water, and you can't see much more than a few yards in any direction. Above you, the sun shines through the... Okay, so sun. Let's examine the sun. Don't be silly. I just want to... Okay, examine sun. The sun is barely visible. Excellent, thank you. That's precisely the information that I needed. Thanks. Alright. Let's, It is dark under the... Can I bring... Okay, so inventory. Figurative white marble. Okay, so I don't have anything to light it. I don't have like an underwater flare or a flashlight or anything. Can I drown? Well, I don't know why I tried to just drown. That's probably not a good idea. Alright, so what can we do here? Can we go back? Go back. Back. Damn you. I don't, eastern door. Okay, so we can't, oh crap. No. Alright, can we go back? Alright, so we kind of can. It is dark under the water. You can't see much more than a few yards in any direction. Above you. Okay, can we go to, Can we talk to the water? Talk sun. Talk water. I'm all out of ideas, man. I'm all out of ideas. It's dark under the water and you can't see much more than a few yards in any direction. Above you, the sun shines. Okay, so let's rise. Let's resurface. Fuck. Okay. I've hit a wall. A very figurative wall. If only I could say this is a dead end. We've hit a wall. And I could summon the wall. And then there's like, I don't even know what I would do with that. Oh, I know. Wesson! Wesson! You're going to need a light source, sir, and something to carry it in the water. Won't snuff it out. Yeah, so that's what I was saying is an underwater flare. Wesson! Have you checked out the room west of the balcony yet, sir? You might have to wake the giant to get inside, though. Alright, well, how do we get back, though? How do we get back to the balcony? Baron. Talk. No. I don't... Okay, Weston, thank you. But can you get me out of here, Weston? You are my faithful servant. Always at my side. My one and only Smith Wesson. Come on, Mr. Wesson. We need to get out of here. Can we, grab gun. Nothing obvious. Okay, grab Wesson. Ah, yeah. It is fixed in place. Damn it. Oh my god, that worked. Okay. So leave totally just worked. I thought I typed in leave. Anyway, you emerge from the lake, gasping for air, and we're back in the library. Bookshelves line every wall. You see Alice and Jameson there and the Baron. Alright. I'm glad you could come on such short notice, Mr. Riley. Douglas Riley. Mr. Riley, I don't normally deal with your kind, but I have a precarious problem that will need to be handled with the utmost discretion. His voice trails off. Okay. Baron. It might help Mr. Von Burlow if I knew what the problem was. He blinks. The lakes are briefly covered with clouds, then reappear. Okay. His hoarse voice continues. Of course, you must have been an older man. It concerns my daughter, you see. She has always been a free spirit, but now she has a run off with that damnable boyfriend of hers. Obviously, the police cannot get involved, but I need her found. If you can also convince her to leave the man, that would be perfect. But the primary goal is to locate her and make sure she is unharmed. Do you think you can handle this? Agree. Alright, well, Baron again. Can you tell me some more about your daughter and her boyfriend? Of course, my daughter's name is Lisa von Burlow. He shows you a photograph. Okay, so we can probably look at that photograph. She is 22 years old, much too old for this rebellious nonsense in my opinion. And the boyfriend, he sneers. I am afraid I don't have a picture, but I only met the man once. But he is a drunkard Scotsman with a scraggly full beard. Alright, sorry about that. So his name is Eric McAllister. You can't miss him. I have no idea what my daughter sees in him. Okay, so let's look at the photograph. A black and white photograph of a lithe a young woman with long blonde hair. Alright, so Lith, young woman. Certainly we can talk to her now. Once again, sorry about that. So let's talk to the woman in the photograph. Talk, young woman. Alright, so maybe we can't talk to her because it's not a simile, I guess. Alright, so she's a young woman with long blonde hair. Okay, so Perrin. How do you know they ran off together? Well, I don't know that for certain. I am simply assuming since they both disappeared at the same time, it's possible that they both dead in a ditch somewhere, but I prefer to believe that my daughter is alive. You must humor an old man. Of course, do you have any idea where they might have gone? Okay, so I have some ideas. I know where they used to spend time together anyway. But I expect you to be able to figure these things out by yourself. You are a detective, right, Baron? Mr. Von Berler, I may be a detective, but I still need something to work with. If you won't give me any information, I am not sure how much I can do. The lakes are still for a moment, and you detect a glimmer of something hidden in their depths. Then perhaps I should hire someone else, Mr. Riley. Okay. I get it. So the lakes are his eyes. If we can find what is in the lake, then we can find out the information that we need to find the woman. Well, I'm kind of stuck. I'm gonna cut it here. If you liked the game is PataNoir. Also, if you liked me playing it and want to see more, please do let me know. Like and comment and all that good stuff, please and thank you. If you liked the video and all that good stuff. If you don't want to, it's not an obligation, but it really does help. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.